Wait, no, that doesn't kill him. That doesn't kill him, but he can kill both of us here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are the chances of that? Welcome to Prodigy Pet Clinic, a weekly series on the channel where every episode I'll spin a wheel with 10 random Prodigy pets. Whatever pet it lands on, we'll go over its stats, test it out in a PvP battle, and see how strong it really is. However, before we unlock our PvP battle, we'll need to complete 2 quick challenges with our pet. These can be anything like winning a battle with the pet or landing a critical hit with the pet's spells. Finally, at the end of each episode, we'll rank it on our Pet Clinic tier list alongside the other pets to see where it belongs. Hopefully by the end of this series, I'll figure out which pets are viable and discover some new underrated pets to add to my radar. Make sure to check out the full playlist of all the episodes linked in the description, but without further ado, it's
Time for your checkup, time for your checkup.
Alrighty, episode 7, 4 pets left. Let's see which pet we'll be checking up today. So for episode 7, we'll be testing out Naughtytronic. This is our second water pet in a row, so that's really interesting. Let's go ahead and check out these spells here. So we've got Down Portal, Tremor, Rejuvenate, and Smash. Right off the bat, not too bad of spells. I do really like Smash, really high power, that's very nice. Rejuvenate, I guess, is nice to have. Tremor is pretty decent as a physical AoE, and of course we have Down Portal, which I've never liked ice attacks. It's just very situational. You can only really use it if there's one member in the team, or if you really want to get lucky. So very interesting. I've noticed that a lot of these pets, maybe it's not every pet, but a lot of these pets have been having like less and less water spells. Even though they're water pets, they've only got like one water spell, and the rest of it is like healing and physical, which I'm not complaining about, obviously, because we get these great spells to counteract that, but it is a little weird that we're only getting one water spell from a water pet. But overall, spells look pretty good. Rejuvenate is... I kind of changed my mind here. Rejuvenate is okay. It's just because Rejuvenate, I'm pretty sure we had it on Hydroid, or I used Rejuvenate last episode, definitely, and it wasn't really that good just because of that recharge, and I think it has an initial wait as well. So it's just, you're probably only going to use it once in a battle with how much you have to wait to use that spell. So moving over to the general stats here, my Naughtytronic is at level 105. So looking at the health here, health is around 2100, which is decent, I guess. Power is 913, dodge is really low at 573. That is very low. That is very low. That's something to keep in mind. Defense is decently high at 1262, and then order is very high for being at level 105. Order is 106, which I think is one of the highest, if not the highest, orders we've seen in this entire series, which is crazy given the amount of dodge that we have. I'm pretty sure dodge and order kind of correlate. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, but usually dodge coordinates with order, so if you have high dodge, you usually have high order. But this is 500 dodge is really weird compared to this 100 order, really weird. Honestly, I'm not really sure what type this pet is. It's a protector type. That's interesting. So protectors have high defense, health, and heal allies. So I guess that does make sense, but the order is still what I'm wondering about, because that is really high. That's really high. Naughtytronic is definitely going first this episode. Naughtytronics use their exceptional tracking systems in their aquatic homes to keep track of all of their favorite treasures. Yeah, so overall, Naughtytronic doesn't look too bad, honestly. This feels a lot better than Hydroid, in my opinion. The only bizarre thing has to be this order. I've never seen a pet with this much order, especially at such a low level. So I'm excited to see how he's going to play out in Prodigy PvE and PvP. So I guess let's just head on to the challenges for today. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I forgot something. For this episode, I'm going to be playing Prodigy entirely in hardcore, which is definitely going to spice things up a little bit, and I'm excited to see how our PvP battle is going to go, because that is going to be a doozy. So I guess let's just head on to our challenges for today. Number 1, we've got last hit only. I'm going to have to battle the Titan for this challenge, and Notatronic is going to have to deal the final amount of damage. So if my wizard does the final hit and kills the Titan, it's not going to count. I have to use Notatronic spells. And for our second challenge, we have double or nothing. I'm going to have to go anywhere around the world of Prodigy and win 2 battles back to back with my pet. Now, these challenges don't seem too difficult, but I chose these specifically because of how handicapped we're going to be with Prodigy Hardcore. So these seemingly easy challenges are going to be much, much harder. I think I'm going to actually start with the Titan challenge today and go with last hit only. I think I'm going to have to quickly formulate a plan on how to do this because we need to maximize our chances as much as possible. Alrighty, so I'm at the Titan grounds here. I think I have a plan. I'm just going to go ahead and use my wizard and Notatronic. I feel like if I have a third pet, it's going to decrease my chances of Notatronic being the one to hit last, if it's a 50-50 chance versus a 33% chance. I've also given myself pet gear, so I've given myself a pet relic, which ups my power, just to get as much power on the Titan as possible, just so if it's low, I'm not using Notatronic's spell and it just barely doesn't get the hit on. I want to make sure I get as much power as possible to do as much damage as possible to hopefully kill the Titan when I get the chance. I just realized before walking into this, water is weak to storm and we're about to battle the Storm Titan. So maybe I didn't think this one through too much, but oh, this is gonna suck. This is really gonna suck. I think we just... I think I'm right. I was right to give myself that pet hat to give myself some added health. Oh, we're just gonna have to tank this and see what happens. Here we go. Oh boy, this is this is gonna be bad. We only have Starbit, by the way, on our wizard. Okay, what do I even go for here? I'm lucky that we have a healing spell, but this is actually really interesting. My pet still has less health than me. Base health without anything, which I think is really interesting. Just me being at level 131 is doing me wonders, actually. Okay, really nicely, we actually also have all-out attack, so we also need to be very mindful of that. That is a really powerful spell we can use, but it's just, it's hard because I don't know. The Titan is, yeah, the Titan is, he's Storm, but he casts shadow spells, so I'm not sure how much of a detriment we are, or how much of a detriment we're at to the Titan, I guess is the correct English, but... Oh no, he does cast... Oh god, he does cast storm spells. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, I think we can tank one more, and then we'll use Rejuvenate. I don't know if it's the best idea, but we're doing slow and steady damage. We're doing slow and steady damage to this Titan here. This is difficult already. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use our final attack. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Do I use a lot attack? And then just try to... Oh, because if I'm going to use a lot attack now. I don't think it's going to do 6,000 damage. I just have to hope. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're okay. We're fine. Okay, that's actually... That puts us in a really bad spot. That puts us in a really bad spot. We can't have Notatronic die here. We can't have him die here. And this is really bad because we can't use our healing spell. This is what I was saying is just... It's gonna be tough to kill this Titan. Oh my god, he's gonna kill Notatronic. He's gonna kill Notatronic. And we're so close too. No! He goes for the wrong person! He goes for the wrong person. Oh my goodness. Please, please. Is Tremor gonna do enough? That's what I'm saying. But this is gonna resist. So it's not even gonna. Oh, this is. There's nothing I can do here. There's really nothing I can do here. He needs to go for the wrong person. Wait, no, that doesn't kill him. That doesn't kill him, but he can kill both of us here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are the chances of that? What are the chances that he goes for... Oh my god, we just completed challenge 1. By the skin of our teeth, dude. What are the chances that the Titan goes for my wizard twice? He could have easily killed Notatronic and just ruined that for us. Wow. Wow, challenge 1 is done. But it just shows how difficult Prodigy Hardcore really is. Okay, after narrowly escaping challenge 1, I'm really glad that actually worked. But we're on to double or nothing, so we gotta... I think if we just use Firefly Forest, we can make this work and just use Notatronic with this. It shouldn't be too difficult. Honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna keep what I have right now with just my Wizard and Notatronic, because it's just been working, and it's really pretty easy, honestly. So I think it's gonna be easier having 2 pets versus 3 pets. So I think let's just head into a battle and see what happens. Alrighty, as we've done before, these pets are at super low levels, so they're gonna be really, really easy to beat. We should just be able to kill all. Okay, that was pretty easy. That was pretty easy. Hopefully with this second battle we can just do the same and we won't have to worry about anything. But that was really, really good from Notatronic. That's what I'm saying. Tremor is just a really nice physical spell. I think with another Tremor, this should be double or nothing completed. That one dodged. I was kind of scared there for a little bit, but that is challenge 2 completed. Pretty simple. Luckily, I'm glad I did that to kind of cool down, because if I did this first and then did the Titan, we would have had a problem. But now that we've completed both of our challenges, let's head on to our PvP battle in Prodigy Hardcore. Alrighty, here we go. We're up against Botanist Larry here. I'm excited to see what happens. Celestorn and Luma is going to be interesting. We don't have any shadow stuff. Very weird to see in the plant boost, which is interesting. We're still in Prodigy Hardcore here. I think this is the one episode where our sort of challenge kind of spills into our PvP battle, because this is something we unlock, but we've still got a little bit of a handicap here, so let's just see how the battle turns out. But honestly, even without any, oh, that sucks. Even without any armor or anything, my wizard still is, he's keeping up in the health department compared to Celestorn and Luma. But my only thing is, you know, things like armor will help with defense, which is how much damage you're gonna take in. So it's just hard, especially without a wand to give some extra power as well. My spells aren't really gonna do that much. I'm gonna take in a lot of health. I'm gonna take a lot of damage anyway. So even though I am on par with these pets, I really have a lot of disadvantages. But I think our best strategy is to just blitz and get as least damage on our team as possible. So it's hopefully going to be a 2v3 by the end of second round. Okay, let's see what Celestorn is going to do here. Oh, I don't think I used Tremor no, I did use Tremor, because that's how I got that AoE damage. So I'm not going to have Tremor, but what do I even go for here? Because it doesn't really matter, because Celestorn's already gone. I'm going to use Rejuvenate, because I'm not going to kill anybody here. The only way for me to really do I might as well just take out Celestorn later, because she's not... Oh, that's a problem. that's a problem. But, I guess I can just take out Celestorn here, just because she wasn't a threat when she attacked. And now Luma's going to go, which isn't terrible, but we are going to be able to do some damage with Barbarian, preferably on Luma, and just take care of the wizard later, is my hope. We are back on the trend where our pet that we're trying to test is dead by second round, which is really annoying, but we're just gonna have to work with it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. My wizard is getting destroyed right now. Starbit isn't even gonna take out Luma. It's not even gonna be enough. Never doubt Starbit. I'm definitely gonna doubt Starbit in the future, but wow, that was a really great way to prevent some damage, because we would have probably gotten hit by Luma. It would have been a whole thing. Now this is essentially a 2v1 unless his wizard hasn't just goes for my wizard or he has an AoE. But otherwise, if he does have an AoE, he's up damage in terms of like health. Okay, perfect. We're up health by about 100 damage, so it's still very close. I'm not counting on anything. When does this has a recharge of 2, so I'm not gonna use this quite yet. Oh wow, that was really good. That was I'm glad I used that AoE. Wow. Okay, his wizard's gonna fumble. Really, really nice. I don't even think this is gonna. I'm just gonna heal. This is a little trolly move, but I'm gonna heal. I don't really know what to do here. It's probably not gonna take it out anyway, so I'm just gonna heal, I guess. 19 times 6, 19, 190, but it's like a little bit more. 19, 6, because 19, 4, 9, 0. Because it's probably gonna be this one, and then or 30. 220. It's not 100. It's this one. Yeah. Okay, let's see what his wizard's gonna do here. I think this battle's as good as over. I don't think he can do that much damage, especially because he has Storm, so it's not really gonna do that much. Smash is gonna dodge, so we are gonna go to round 7. Really, really long battle. Okay. Yeah, it's as good as over. I'm really glad because we were actually able to test a lot of Notatronic spells anyway. I feel like this was the most that we were able to test out a pet spells in a PvP battle. And even like throughout the episode, I think we've tested every single one of his spells. Yeah, every single one of his spells we tested, which is really nice just to see how it works in that PvP setting. But yeah, battle honestly didn't really get too close. I'd say, in my opinion, it was pretty tame, but yeah, decent job from Notatronic and good job cleaning up by Barbarian. But I guess let's just head on to the tier list to rank it. Alrighty, we're back on the tier list. Honestly, overall, Notatronic was pretty good. I mean, we didn't really have any bad battles with Notatronic, besides obviously the Titan, but that was just because we had Prodigy Hardcore, and honestly, it does kind of lopside things a little bit in terms of like overall performance of how Notatronic did, but obviously the hardcore thing was just for, you know, the content and making each episode more interesting. But honestly, Notatronic still performed really well. All of its spells are super, super important. I used pretty much all of them, which is really interesting. Even the dice attack. But they're all just really solid. Tremor, we saw a lot of that, how that works in Firefly Forest, and how obviously it's also lopsided with the level 8 pets, but it was able to do a lot of damage there. And Tremor helped do some early damage in the PvP battle. So Tremor did really good. That high power physical, I forgot what that was, the high power single, did really well as well. Just helped getting that raw power done. And Rejuvenate helped in other ways. Obviously in the PvP battle, it wasn't that great, but in the Titan battle, Rejuvenate really helped. Like it kept my wizard alive for most of that time. And if I hadn't used Rejuvenate, my wizard would have been dead earlier, and I wouldn't have been able to use all out attacks. So all of its spells served its purpose really well, and it's a really good candidate for PvP as a water pet. It's really, really good. So overall, I think I'm gonna put Notatronic in A tier. I think that is, you know what? I'm going to put Notatronic Notatronic is gonna go here. I think he's slightly better than Vegabloom. He's gonna be right there in that middle A tier. I'm still waiting to see if we'll get any pets past this, because for all these episodes, it's just been A tier, B tier, just because I think that's just where they stand. But maybe we'll see some C tiers in the future and maybe some S tier pets. But it's really hard with Prodigy's new balancing system and how they've balanced the pets. This is, in terms of this is probably the best representation of this new update. They're all just in a very similar league. Obviously, there's pets that are better than others, but all of them are just really, really solid. But that is going to do it for episode 7. Again, if you guys have any ideas for any challenges that I should do, or any things that pop up in the game that you want me to try out for an episode or for a challenge, just leave them down in the comments down below. For episode 8, I kind of have an idea on what I want to do. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time to really plan it out because I really don't want to spoil too much. Episode 8, if I can pull this off, is going to be very, very interesting. But that is for another episode. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.